Can I budge?
We're just excited. 5 minutes and we'll be ready.
I'll let you be if you want to. I'm Kit Williams. I don't have a presentation like up there or anything. I guess I did type it out in case I forgot.
Okay.
But
you don't have to.
I am the Esccac County School nurse. This is my 4th year here. I also teach for Iowa Central, the nurse aid classes. I teach the health science classes here. My big thing is I've been a clinical nurse for many years. I've seen children from little grow up, and then I see their kids now. And it's fun to watch that. And with my classes, I like to put different things into it. I myself am a hands-on nurse, I think. I teach in my class. I start out with Intro to Health Science, where we talk about cultural diversity. We go to Cherokee Mental Health, where we talk about mental health, and we go down into the museum and see all of the old equipment, and then we find out how it has developed to what it is now and the practice of it. We deal a lot with legal and ethical issues. We talked a lot about the Terry Schreiber thing and Dr. Kevorkian, and I have from the History Channel, I have recorded some video of that, and we watch that, and it's fun to watch them and to get their perspective of what they think, and oh, he's the devil reincarnate, and then some say, well, this, and we talk about it. We really get it out in the open. We do a lot with nutrition, alternative medicine, we talk about that, and alternative health care. I've had my daughter Joan come in and do reflexology, show candling, all of the different things that is available for people. We talk about herbal medicines, holistic medicine, besides just the doctor giving the pill. I also do an area on frontier medicine, and I have, again, from the History Channel of that, where we talk about how they used to do Civil War things and, out in the battlefields, how they took care of people versus how it is now and how the development of that has come across. I think our biggest thing this year was when we were talking about infection control and we had the H1N1 come up. And I had them bring in articles that they would read, and we would talk about that. We did some online searching. And some of their project was where did you get that information? How valuable is that? And how reliable is it? Where did it come from? And so they got a lot into that also. I've also had hospice come and talk to the students about death and dying. We talk about it in class, but then we also do it, have the hospice nurse, and Leanne Olhausen came as a social worker for hospice. And it's good one-on-one question and answer, and I like to do that for my classes. I think our big thing, this is the 2nd year that I've had Mercy Air Care come and had them land. And the students at the elementary, they started in SAC. Students could look inside. We also had SAC ambulance there, and the kids could go through the ambulance, and they did get to go through, actually walk through the Mercy Air Care. And then they left SAC. They went down to Lakeview to my class. They landed out on the football field out here, and we invited Mrs. Phillips' class to come, and we had a great group, and the students all asked questions of the flight crew. And then they went to Wall Lake, and the children there were able to do the same thing too, the elementary. They went in and had lunch with the kids in Wall Lake, and then they all went back and waved goodbye as they took off. And it was a great experience. The first year that I had them there, we had a child at Wall Lake that the Mercy Air Care came, and it was a day or 2 later. This little boy was life flighted to Des Moines. He told him he wasn't afraid because he knew all about it, because he had just seen it all. So that really made me feel good that had it happened, that it happened. He wasn't afraid of that so much. A lot of safety and infection control. We talk about that, especially now with transmission-based things that we have, hospital-based things that are out there. We I showed the movie Outbreak, minus the language, because I did record that off TNT. And it was great to do that because they could see the chain of infection and how it started here, how it transmitted to other ones. And they were able to understand the actual chain of how an infection starts and how it ends. And they related it to that movie. So a lot of that I like to do is that. I also have my students, during this class we teach vital signs, height, weight, checking vision, blood pressure, pulse, respiration, temperature, these things. Then I take my students and have them help me get height, weight, and vision on all the elementary kids, both in SAC and Wall Lake. Not only is it a great experience for them, they get a lot of experience of this, but the little kids just love them. They see, I'll never forget Mallory Mork last year. We had this little boy, and he goes, I'm in love with Mallory. Only Mallory can do my, blood pressure or anything, height and weight. And then he had to sit by Mallory for lunch. So we had to stay for lunch up here because he wasn't going to get rid of her. And, I mean, it's such a good thing between the high school kids and the elementary kids. And they look up to these big kids. And it was really important for them. So it's a good one-on-one with the children also. I also teach medical terminology. And with this, it's more or less memorizing. You learn each word part, put them together, and you get a whole other medical word. And that is for a quarter. The intro to health science is for a quarter.